Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Feel like recently, with runs that were not dailies, and with dailies, been performing pretty well. JCFB MBJH, 3.66 damage, and a good rate of fire. We start with Undefined and Balls of Steel. Nothing wrong with that. How do you use Undefined? You use it to get error rooms whenever it's available. But I've already kind of committed to finishing this room. Alright, in the future we use it to get error rooms as often as possible. Or to get into the item room without having to hypothetically spend a key, I suppose. But either way, this run seems okay right now. Pretty Fly's a good pill. I can't be mad about that. It would be for the best if we had some speed, but that can wait. Honestly, this is a solid start. Pills have been good so far. What could go wrong? Pheromones, not that bad. Dude, I'm feeling optimistic right now. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of been settling into my groove in Afterbirth Plus. I've learned when to go to the Void fight. Never, basically. The Void floor, I guess I should say. I've learned when to hold them, when to fold them. I'm still a little bit in the dark about when to walk away and when to run. I do sometimes count my money when I'm sitting at the table, even though there will be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. I'm gonna get out of this floor. I like the setup we got here. There is a stone chest. I guess we should go back for the stone chest. And if we're going back for the stone chest, we might as well try to get an error room on this floor. It's better to use Undefined. Wow, that was a bad dodge. I had that tracked the whole way, and still I dodged into it. Okay. It's probably better to explore the whole floor and try to get an error room right now instead of getting one immediately on the next floor and maybe like making it impossible for us to escape. I'm also trying to make sure that mentally I'm not confusing unknown or undefined, sorry, with Golden Teleporter, because Golden Teleporter is also an error room enabler. I think Undefined can still give you an error room, because you used to use Undefined to try to loop on the chest. You'd be looking for error rooms nonstop. Does it always take you to a special room? Is Undefined exactly the same as... No, you know what? Golden Teleporter takes you to a room you haven't been to. Undefined takes you to a special room, but it doesn't matter whether you've been to it or not. I believe that is the case. Anyway, we're gonna move on here. Probably pop this Hermit card pretty early. The odds of us holding this for an entire run and using it to get out of boss rush are extremely low. It would be best if we could use this to get out of a curse room or something and take half damage. Hopefully we can make that happen. Or a boss trap room would actually be maybe close to the ideal right now. Or both, I suppose. Sure, let's start with the boss trap room. And we get Blood Bag, then we Hermit card out. In here, there are reroll machines, and reroll machines are, you know, extremely useful. By the way, I didn't even mention it, but we picked up Synth Oil from our boss fight, which is really, really good. I don't know about cracked dice, but I'm gonna hold it. I know what it does. It gives you a random dice effect when you get hit. Sometimes that can be great, sometimes that can be horrible. Small rock, sometimes that can be great, other times it can be even greater. So really, we pretty much hit the RNG lottery on this run so far, aka the lottery. I would love to get an error room though, just to get confirmation that it is indeed possible to do so. I'm like 80% confident it is, but ever since the release of Afterbirth, we haven't used Undefined to loop on rooms, or loop on the chest, so I think just getting some renewed, we rerolled everything. Getting some new confidence would be for the best. Okay. Gotta think about this one. Start by dropping this, I think. Take this to get the stat upgrade. Play this guy a little bit. Actually, you know what? Play him with this. Drop it. Because I like Succubus here. What I want is, I want to hold the Dark Crown. I do want this guy to pay out, and I stand by that decision. Grab this, and, well, we fucked up the Dark Crown, But I'm fairly unconcerned about that because this run is now off the fucking chain. Like, this run is ridiculously well equipped now. Great damage, great rate of fire, great speed. A health upgrade is actually a stat increase for us. So any health upgrade is an all stats up. Taurus, I am very for right now. I am looking for temporary HP. And that's it. What do we got here? Onsus. I mean, right now that's secret room access. So do we care about secret room access that much? I would say probably not really. Throw this down. 3 extra bombs. Okay, so we traded a bomb for a key and 2 bombs, effectively. Not bad. I think we're going to walk into the curse room. Hope that some of these are the Hierophants. How did we get so much speed that taking Taurus didn't feel that bad? That's extremely nice. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, the Magician. Wheel of Fortune I'm going to throw down and then blow up. Got a Spirit Heart out of it. Then I'm going to use Undefined to teleport out, and we got an item. It's certainly not an item I care about at all. However, I did get an error room, and this is kind of what I was looking for, unless I really, really wanted to go to a curse room, which I don't really. So this run has gotten to an interesting level. And by the way, if you're confused about what the hell happened, in a way that makes 2 of us. I really thought that would get more. But anyway, at least this gives us enough money to get an arcade in the future. Oh, I took Fish Head. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Down to the next floor. I'm trying to think the best way to explain it. Cracked Dice re-rolled some of the items on the shop. Or sorry, on the Deal with the Devil as we got them. And then on top of that, we got Dark Crown. 1 more HP activates Dark Crown, and thus gives us a stat increase. We also got Taurus and Succubus through 2 different areas there. Both of which ended up being, I would say, fantastic for us. Taurus, we're kind of... Oh, Verp gives us a Pheromones pill. Could be better. Could be worse. Addicted, could be better, could be worse. Just start by coming out here. We're looking for HP. Toxic Shock is actually an amazing item. If it has synergies I'm happy with right now, then the synergy that I'm happy with the most is with Succubus. Because enemies that are wounded are going to die to Succubus. Possibly without requiring my interaction at all. Don't want that just yet, but we do want it in the future. So I think we really played super aggressively on the last floor. And to be honest with you, I think it worked out very, very, very well. That's Magic Mush. Oh my god, it's an all stats up plus an all stats up because it activated Dark Crown. That is disgusting. I love it. So walk into the curse room. I don't know, just give me like Guppy's Head or something. That's a bomb. Wow. Just when you thought your luck couldn't get any worse. No, we got teleported out anyway. Alright. I don't know. The shop is like the only room that's not necessarily that useful for us right now. But I think we're going to go to every room here anyway, just to try to get the error room. And we've got so much momentum, it's hard to imagine that that we could come out with a loss here. And I feel pretty good, honestly, because a lot of the plays here that worked out for us were a result of, I mean, ingenuity is kind of a strong word to use, but the result of good planning, right? Like... We have 19 damage? We have 19 damage. How does that happen? That's too soon to have 19 damage. Because we had good damage, and then Magic Mush, and then Dark Crown. Okay, sure. I would love some speed upgrades just so we get Taurus more quickly. The Halo is actually kind of bad for us, but then by swapping 2 of our HP away here... We now get to the Dark Crown Enabler on the next floor thanks to this Eternal Heart, which is something that I hadn't considered, is that I actually fucked up the Eternal Heart I fucked up Dark Crown by getting rid of our 1 HP precedent. So I'll give myself 1 floor for that because honestly it ended up working out completely fine regardless. And we'll just get out of here. We have 20.29 damage before Dark Crown activates. So I'm very confused because that seems unreasonably good. But Okay, I don't know. On the next floor, it stayed the same, even with Dark Crown activated. So, I'm not complaining. I'm just a little surprised, I suppose. Maybe we want to get rid of cracked dice. Like, it did work out for us nicely, but I think the time has come. Honestly, like, it's enabled a great run, and it's a part of that. Like, it's always going to have its name on the championship trophy, right? The Vince Lombardi trophy, right there. Cracked dice. Couldn't have done it without you, buddy. But it's going to be a trade deadline move that we're going to send out of here to ensure that we've got the pieces necessary to make a Super Bowl run. So, we're definitely going to hold on to the Joker card. Succubus scales with our damage. Ergo, pretty much, I think with camo underpants, if we stand still on a room, we don't need to worry about anything at all. Let me test that. Okay, that was not a good way to do so, but let me test that theory on the next room. It's not good enough. It's not bad. Little Bumbo, little Gertie. It's not good enough. I don't want a spacebar item. I kind of like the chance in theory of getting, oh come on, of getting error rooms. I don't really want scatter bombs. This might be our last explosion. It was indeed. Teleport is really like a secondary teleport next time, or this time. So third pretty fly. So we are officially dusted on pretty flies. Got an error room. An error room. No, that's a second secret room. It just looks like an error room. Luck upgrade. And Book of Shadows taking us slightly closer to Bookworm, which is a payout that will be nice for us. Balls of Steel, ain't nothing wrong with that. I think that's a luck upgrade, is it not? Another luck upgrade. Really, this is the kind of run, you know, I know that the Brimstone Mom's Knife runs, people go, oh, NL luck. There's NL's luck again coming through in the clutch. This one is more NL luck than anything. Like, we have such ridiculously improved odds of winning this run because every single roll we've had, more or less, has contributed to a fairly easy win. Like, I'd love to be like, oh, this one's gonna be tough, guys. I don't know, we only have, you know, 4 red hearts, but we don't even have 4 red hearts, but even that is irrelevant. So, take Magic 8 Ball. Got an Ace of Hearts. We're gonna use our Joker card. And we have to think about this because we are going to lose Dark Crown, but gain so much more by taking Abaddon, I think. So I am going to play this guy. We've just taken Balls of Steel, so I don't think we're going to be in a risk for HP soon. I'm hoping maybe we can get Speedball. Wow, problem solved. Check this out. Take this first, and then take this. Why? Because if it, first off, spun, but if it gives us a second HP upgrade, or if it gave us an HP upgrade at all, then, I was going to say, it did give us an HP upgrade, and we got Dark Crown to pop. So now, we still get to maintain the all stats upgrade, and that's not a play that I can take too much credit for, but if you'll excuse me anyway, I'm going to, because we navigated the depths of a Curse of the Unknown and a like incredibly stupid undefined roll to make that, or experimental treatment roll to make that happen. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. Our damage stat is at 31.45, but it varies. You know, sometimes it goes up to 47 when the mood strikes. Make sure we grab this, and okay. Well, I'll finish this room off, but to be honest with you, I think we're just out of here, and we're down to the next floor. We could be going faster on this run, and this might be the run where I reconcile with the Void, depending on how things go. I think this is one of the very few runs where I'm like, I feel like we have a case to not reroll it. Even if we come across a reroll room, we own this run. Like, I created this run with my own 2 fucking hands and my cerebral cortex, so I have a sense of ownership, and I don't want to throw away what has been some actually, like, really, really good luck combined with strong play. Now, it's the luck that has allowed the play to flourish, I'll admit. Without the luck, we wouldn't have much, but, I mean, come on, dude. Have you been watching these Crown of Darkness plays? Turns out your old boy NL's still got a little something in the can here. This is a good run. We're gonna throw down bombs. Black hearts are secondary, but if I could get, wow, a secret room. If I could get a single tarot card, which I guess is unrealistic, would have been happy with it, but I guess that's not plausible, so fuck me, I suppose. Now... Wow, it was like 13 minutes of sustained, like, high-volume greatness. I hope it doesn't slow down. I would skip this floor to use and get an error room if you want me to. Oh, bookworm. Gotta be close. You know what? Might as well go full black arts. And I'm... Ooh, still, I'm hoping for a teleport card just because it doesn't feel like we should have to do boss rush. That's for lesser runs. We should walk into boss rush and they should give us 2 items, honestly. Just because, look, we've proven ourselves. We've proven we can handle ourselves in a boss rush. If you want me to fight it, game, then give me something worth fighting for. I am stunned that we cannot find a tarot card for the life of us here. Oh, golden key, though. So, this room is potentially fantastic. Alright. Keys are paying for themselves. Bombs are in a little bit of a tighter spot. Weren't even really paying attention to what was going on in that room, and yet we come through just fine. Although, sadly, out of bombs. Okay, back to our second secret room. We're still, like, we're gonna be ahead of schedule. And to be honest with you, if we want to be ahead of schedule, we can be ahead of schedule. Like, if we want to slow down, we can easily slow down. If we want to speed up, that's also not a problem. And that is, like, maybe the best time I've ever used cracked dice. It was seriously, like, it panned out perfectly for us. And then, you know, we just hit it and quit it. Apparently, that's just the kind of guy I am when it comes to trinkets. Grab this and run for your life. Oh, you little bombs with your shoes from Tom's. Better run, run from my run. See, it sort of works in the way that it's going to get me sued. But noticed, perhaps, by the Columbia Record Club. Joker, that's a good card. I think you do buy this for 7 cents. You get a 7-cent luck upgrade plus closer to the mom transformation. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 15-cent restock. Also great in case we... You know what? I want to see what the moon card does. The broken moon. Fragmented card. Double moon. Wait, it's our... All cards are the moon? Is that what this is? What? No. We got teleported to the deal with the devil. Broken moon. It said double moon. I don't know what that means. Oh, probably an extra secret room per floor. All right, you figured it out? You absolute madman, you. All right, these guys are dead. I got confused there. I shouldn't have used the Joker card because you might get a deal with the devil. I only want to take one if we get HP, which we didn't. So we get Polydactyly, and we get a tower card. I don't want any of these because it's going to compromise our deal with the... Or it's going to compromise our... Dark Crown? Wow, 2 luck upgrades. 2 lovers cards. Brown Nugget. And we out of here. Brown Nugget does nothing for us, of course, but down to the next floor. We at least got 2 luck upgrades out of that. It's 6 luck now. And, okay, well, you're going to think that I just fucked up our entire run, but I actually didn't. Now we're just shoehorned in it being forced to go the greed way. Or sorry, the hush way. So that was fast and possibly dumb. But we can make this. As long as we don't accidentally fuck up the womb 2, we can still get to the void floor and win that way. And I really feel like this is the run where the... Oh my god. This is the run where the void floor makes a whole heck of a lot of sense. I didn't mean to, though. The precedent that we had set on earlier runs was telling me that it seemed unlikely that we were gonna encounter an error room right off the bat, but that's, you know, that's a fallacy. I don't really mind skipping this floor. If the game deems it appropriate, skip me through this floor as well. Take me down to the womb too. You know what I would like, though? I know we have Eye of Greed, which apparently is just a worse Head of the Keeper item. Not sure. Wait for it. No, it just threw me in the second secret room. And we will fight the boss. And hopefully, ideal combo is good damage. from a boss fight, or a Guppy transformation would be nice as well. Not that I'm being too picky. Oh, maybe, I don't know, maybe our tiers do something particularly special. I'm gonna try for it. A Thame, Guppy's Tail, Shade. Pretty bad selection. Lord of the Pit, though, is the ability to fly. So we are at a stats downgrade as a result of that. Do I stand by that being the right decision? Absolutely not. I mean, I'd have to be an idiot to stand by that being the right decision. Do I think that that's a terrible decision that's going to ruin our whole run? No, I don't think that either, really. Succubus is still doing ridiculous work. Now, this is the floor where it's all important. We cannot teleport out of here. We need to make it to the Hush fight. So just save your charges. Maybe you'll find a better place for them later. Figured teleporting is pretty strong right now. I worry a little bit about our Hush plays. I think it's possible that guy could be a real pain in the butt. We also don't have the Polaroid, so there's no permanent Polaroid invincibilities coming. We could still make the Cathedral as well, but making the Cathedral doesn't matter if we can't make it to the chest. You know what? No. We should play this guy. The odds of us getting an HP upgrade from Judgment are reasonable. Wow, he gave us the Omega Penny. Don't know how I feel about that. Can be an interesting item. I don't think there's any doubt about that. In the end, we got a bunch of money back here, but... We're done? Yeah, I love this item. I love the Omega Penny. I don't think I'm gonna take it. Although, if there was ever a time to take it, it's probably now. Because we can't use our, we can't use Undefined past this point. We could use it on Void, I suppose, but who cares? Why not take it down and then try to get a bunch of value out of it on the Void floor, if we're lucky enough to live that long, which I think is probable. A little bit bummed that we're at 6 keys and 21 cents. Actually, 6 keys is where we would like to stop, maybe. Stop our opening of the golden chests, at least. Yeah, 2 extras. Don't mind if I do. I know there's battery charges we could try to swing more. The truth is, we probably won't need more than 6 keys. Because, well, we need 7. And we have 8 right now. We probably won't need more than 8, though, because... that's not true. We have Guppy's Tail, so... more than 8 might be fine. Hopefully we'll get some more in the future. Well, I will spend 2 here. I know I just said I shouldn't, but I will. I'm not going to reroll the whole run. I told you, I have ownership over this one. I'm going to ask for you to trust me on that, because most of the time, it's a snap reroll. Every time. I see a reroll machine, gotta reroll it. This time, I own this run. I've owned, you know, Dark Crown. I've owned all of our pickups. Ooh, we could go straight to the Void floor. I think actually doing the Hush fight will probably be better for us than it is bad. So let's... that wasn't the Hush fight. That was the Cathedral. I squandered 2 opportunities. 2 opportunities to go to different floors. Okay. Well, you know what? We're on a daily now. Okay, that was not good. Don't tilt. If you're gonna be doing tilting, you're gonna tilt at windmills. Okay, so what are we looking for now? Many different areas to possibly make this work. First, we beat Isaac, we get a Void portal. Secondly, we find a self-sacrifice room. Can those even exist on the Cathedral? I do not know. Thirdly, we double blank runes until one of them becomes a was. Don't know if that can happen. So I probably fucked up, and I'll take ownership for that. Hopefully it doesn't squander your enjoyment of the entire episode. One momentary lapse of consciousness led to Little bit of silliness there. Now it's a shame that we teleported past the mom fight. But that's on me. You know, I should have known not to use Undefined so aggressively. Life goes on either way. Even if this is how this run is going to end in disgrace, I leave it with a smile on my face, waving my feather all over the place, singing, it will be a pleasure to do it again. Okay. You are so done and dusted. Taurus, I forgot this item even existed on this run. Okay, Void. Oh, they've done it. They've saved me from this nothing I've become. Oh, thank God. I was like, we're in hell. No, that's all right. We made it. All right, we're down to the Void floor. You can take your dislikes back. Let's do this, boys. What's the play? I would love to have 12 HP of any different sort. Even if it fucks up Dark Crown, because we've already fucked up Dark Crown. Before we fight Delirium, because there's nothing worse than a great run that just gets shat on by Delirium. And are we in that position? No, I don't think so, but it's always possible. Thank you for not being Delirium right away. Why not, dude? Why not? Why not, dude? It seems like the second one did nothing for us. Getting Spirit Hearts. At least we succeeded on the doubling. I don't think the Eternal Heart does anything for us. Is it gonna fuck anything up? Probably not. So what items get doubled and which ones don't? I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here, so I'm really just I'm gonna play it by ear. I'm gonna trust my gut. Which is I am a fairly analytical person, believe it or not. I don't necessarily stand by the gut trusting. In most situations. But in this situation, I'm gonna give it the old college try. Oh, there's a chest back. Oh, you know, chest good, but not as good. Unfortunately, because of the way that the rules of the game work down here. Same with golden chests for that matter, but... Sister Viz. Actually are taking longer to kill this time, but still not bad. Infamy, I think you just take one of those. That's not worth the risk of re-rolling. Hello, Edmund, my old friend. This is the risk of re-rolls. This could be Delirium. Conquest, Loveless. Can't stand the heat. Oh, by the way, well, that should be... Yes, Bookworm. People told me, NL, you're being a little bit of an idiot. After you pick up an item, if you like it, you can use the Crooked Penny to re-roll it. Only if you're on the same room, though, I assume. So, yeah, there's no pedestal here. But if we like an item, and we don't want to try to double it, which some items do fit the bill, we will try to remember that we can press the Omega Penny button and maybe get an item off of the pedestal, because empty pedestals still count as items for re-roll purposes. Which I knew from Diplopia usage, but it took people reminding me on Twitter for me to clue in and be like, oh, that makes perfect sense. So thank you for that. Good work. Rooms are going down in no time flat here. Again, could be the Delirium fight. All right, well, maybe next time we'll try that strategy out. Now, we got 10 HP. It's not insignificant. Taurus is a good time for all, dude. Yeah, that seems like the right pill. So what is your boy NL trying to do here? Figure with so many bombs, might as well look for like a perks pill. And then we could try to double it. Oh, the tears are occasionally Midas touch. Right, no permanent Polaroid invincibility. We still have to play well. Hey, here's an idea for a spin on the Taurus item. What if, after you got your invincibility charge, you could still get more invincibility charges, but, you know, either it lowered your initial speed for every subsequent cycle. Like, you know, you start at X speed, and you have to get to, you know, 1.5 times X. Next time you start at, you know, X times 0.9. Next time's X times 0.8 or something like that. You get the idea? I'm just kind of bummed that Taurus can only ever use once. It makes it, you know, great on rooms, bad on bosses. Bad-ish on bosses, anyway. Dude, I'm just going to come out and say it. I think the new Delirium is still, like, a little too hard. If this run can't shit on Delirium, no run can shit on Delirium. Should a boss always be able to be shat on by, like, a 10 out of 10 run? I sort of think yes. I think that's half of the fun, is to have these runs where you just absolutely crap on the game. But, that's fine. I mean, again, we made our decision, and this time it was an educated decision. We got lucky to get down here in the first place and allow me to redeem myself in the face of making a pretty ridiculous mistake. So, I mean, honestly, this is a 30-minute long run where we got to Delirium and won. So that's really, really fast and fun, and I had a great time. But there was some sloppy plays. But on a higher order tactical level, pretty good. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.